Squealing sound coming from your portaband? You might have a bad cam follower. The cam follower is attached to the saw's guide blocks. There are a total of 6 of them, 3 on the front guide and 3 on the back. 4 support the blade from moving side to side, which helps the saw cut straight. The other 2 support the back of the blade so it doesn't track off the tire when you are cutting. The cam followers are small bearings and eventually they will wear out and seize. A worn cam follower can create a squealing sound when it fails. The cam followers should be inspected occasionally and replaced when they show signs of failure, in order to keep your saw cutting properly. Replacing a cam follower is a repair that you can do yourself, and I'm going to show you how. 6 cam followers on your saw, 3 on each guide block. If you're removing either of these 2 cam followers, you can easily just get a screwdriver in and take them off. But if you're removing either of the other 2, you can't get access with a screwdriver to remove them, so you'll have to remove the guide block first. If you're removing the guide block on the front of the saw, there's 2 screws that secure it in place. The one on the rear has the same 2 screws plus the bumper. So if you're doing the one on the rear, you'll need to remove the bumper first and then the guide block. I'll be working on the front guide block, so first I'll remove this screw. Now I've flipped the saw over so I can remove the second screw on the guide block. This screw is somewhat hard to get to, but if you adjust the tension to bring the housing as far forward or back as it'll go, strike it a little, bring it all the way back, and you should be able to get your screwdriver in to remove that second screw. Now I can remove the bad cam follower from the block and install the new one. And these just screw into place. You'll need a small screwdriver to do this. The problem is, most small screwdrivers are also quite thin, and the opening in the screw is quite large. So if you use your small screwdriver, there's enough play that you may break the tip off of the screwdriver. A solution to this is to take an old screwdriver and modify it. Here I've taken a fairly large screwdriver and ground the tip down so that it's the proper width to fit into the screw, but still quite thick so it won't break off. So now I can go ahead and remove the cam follower. Now I'll use a rag to clean up the guide block and install the new cam follower. I'll apply a little bit of red Loctite to the threads and screw it back into the guide block. Now I can reinstall the guide block. There's 2 different length screws used. The short one goes through the housing and into the block, and then on the other side we'll use the longer one through the block and into the housing. The long screw on this side.